What is up, YouTube? This is your homeboy, Karate Fist, way known as Seth McDonald. Um, Staying positive is one key. Staying positive through training is a key to success. Even if though you don't join the school, you can still train and learn things on your own. Or, even if you don't want to do a gym, go to a gym and pay a membership fee. You can go and buy training equipment online. And even if you don't have a whole lot of money, you can go out and get the stuff to make your own training equipment. You can use a duffel bag, fill it up with, if you want to use a punching bag, you know, hit a punching bag. Get an old duffel bag, an old army bag of some type, and fill it up with old clothes you don't even wear. Fill it up with old clothes you don't even wear and tie it up somewhere outside. Or tie it up somewhere, hang up in somewhere where you um, basically basically live at, Basically, you don't have to buy expensive equipment. You can make your own equipment. I've made my own equipment. I made my own. But grandpa, he made me a wooden dummy to train on. I didn't want to spend $700 for a Wing Chun wooden dummy or a Kung Fu wooden dummy thing, training equipment to practice on. Well, I asked him, I said, I'll get the blueprints online, and see on how to build one. I said, if you can build one, I said, let me know, and I'll give you something to do. And he ended up building it. And because he likes to build. So, to me, and I had that thing for years, and nothing's went wrong with it. And thing of it is, most of my stuff, I either got on Craigslist, really, really cheap, and like that weight bench that I would work out on, I got it for like $60 off Craigslist. It came with the weights and everything, and I was just lucky enough that he didn't charge me separate for the weights, but he said he wanted it out of there and he wanted it to be gone. So I'm like, okay, $60 ain't that bad. And I tend to use what I have. I don't tendency to go to a gym. And to me, I save money because you don't have to have the expensive luxury in life. Most people they say, oh, they gotta have the best of everything, best of this, best of that. New of this, new of that. Sometimes buying used things, you know, you can, turn around and make it brand new, and it could be something little minor that they couldn't fix on it, and you know how to fix it. Well, you could turn it around and fix it yourself and make it work as brand new. I've done that a few times where I bought used stuff. It didn't work. I learned to fix it on my own. I looked up videos on how to fix it and everything else, and it worked fine with me. And I have no problem on fixing things myself if I can do it. But 9 out of 10 sometimes most people don't know what they're really talking about on fixing things, and they think, "Oh, this is what I do, and this is what happens," and so pretty much me, pretty much me is I tendency to um, try to learn things on my own, do things on my own, but it's always good to learn that way. And if you can't fix it, you can always take it somewhere else um, to fix it for you. And to me, I've tried fixing my Xbox on my own, and I couldn't. I was afraid to get on the inside of it and really do some damage to it. But uh, I tried looking at some things on it, and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I thought, better not end up messing with the inside because I don't want it to end up getting ruined. Because when Xbox One's first came out, I went on ahead and bought it. That's like the only newest thing that I bought, and mostly everything else. I bought my TV new. Almost about everything else in my room has always been used, like DVDs, movies, and stuff like that. Some of the older movies out there. Most of my DVDs, they've been used. They've never been brand new. Some of them have. Now some of the Blu-rays, they're brand new, but like some of the movies, DVDs, they're not new. They're used. So it's like, why pay $20 at Walmart for a DVD, brand spanking new, and then eventually you're going to end up finding it at a yard sale, or eventually you're going to end up finding it at a swamp meet. Eventually you're going to end up finding that movie somewhere out there in the world at a yard sale or a selling event, and you can buy it really, really cheap. Sometimes cheap products better than the expensive products. Now the food items are a little bit different. They're the tastes of the low quality food, like the best choice foods and stuff like that. They don't really taste right to me. I don't know why, but it just seems like the best choice foods, they don't really taste right, and they don't taste like real food. Like it tastes like artificial food. And me, it's like I don't buy that fake artificial foods. Me, I buy the real foods. I don't buy the fake foods. Um, but which the real foods are a little bit more expensive. But the thing of it is, it's just that you know you like the real stuff. You don't want the fake stuff. And the thing of it is, and me, when I buy things, I've always tested them out first on anything, especially with the electronics. Before I buy it from somebody, I always say, "Hey, guys, if it's like a camera or something, I'll say, hey, do you have a set of batteries where I could test this camera out, see if it works, or or what, or if it's a game, I'll say, hey, can I open it up and see if there's any scratches on the disc before I buy it? I'll ask the owner of it, and if they say no, you can't, well, I do it anyway, because I told them, I said, I'm not gonna buy like a game or a DVD or electronics that like a game or a DVD that's all scratched up, and you go home, start wanting to play it or start to watch it or something, and then it don't work. And then you spend all that money on it, then you wonder, well, what the fuck, you know? And there's people out there that'll rip you off. They'll say, "Oh, it works, it works." No, they'll clean the disc and everything else, and then, or because I bought a movie at one of those deals, and they was watching me like a hawk. I don't know why, but I was their normal customer. I don't take anything. I was their normal customer at the swamps, but they was watching me like a hawk. And which I didn't open the case up. I didn't open the DVD case up. I wish I would have, but I bought a movie. It turned around when I got home. It wasn't the right movie that was with it in the case, and I was pissed. And I went back there, and then next time I went up there and I saw them guys, and I said, "Hey, you guys owe me a DVD," and that's what I told him. And he says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I said I ended up getting a DVD, and it wasn't the DVD that was in the case. That was the name of the movie, and the name of the movie was Dragon Fist with Jackie Chan, and it had a different, totally different movie in it, and it was Dragon Fist Jackie Chan, and I was pissed." But I didn't yell at him or nothing, and I said, I apologize for this, but I said, if you want me to be a regular customer, I said you gotta make it right. And they said, well, how about this? We'll let you pick any one movie for free, and we'll also give you a discount on some other movies, just to make up for that one DVD. And but I was calm about it, and I was nice to them about it, but they knew that I was irritated about it. And so they tend to see the work with me, and I've been there at them swap meets. I've been their number one customer ever since, and I respect them, and they respect me. I said that's what the whole thing about business. You know,